This is CBSE Class 10 Math 2020 question paper. We are solving it. This is section number D. And section D, so 4 marks questions are here. Obtain the zeros of the polynomial PAX. This is the polynomial. If two of its zeros are root 5 and minus root 5, zeros are roots only. These are roots. So we have to find two more because there are 4 roots. So since we have 2 zeros already, which is already given, because x is a variable, x equals root 5 and x equals minus root 5 is satisfying this equation. We can write it as x minus root 5 equals 0 and x plus root 5 equals 0. We can write it. Now these two are the factors, so we just multiply them, and that multiplication will also be a factor of this polynomial. That is x minus root 5, x plus root 5. Now this will be a minus b, a plus b. So we can use the formula of a square minus b square. So that will be x square minus root 5 whole square. And this is going to be x square minus 5. So what about the other two? We will use this x square minus 5 to divide this px. So I am going to divide it. How to divide? X square minus 5 is there. So we need 2x raised 4. So x square, if you multiply by 2x square, you get 2x raised to 4. And then you have minus 5 into 2x raised to 2x square. And that is minus 10x square. And always write the same power one below another. So this is, now we have one multiplication. Now you can change the sign and add them or subtract them, you can say directly. So this gets cancelled and minus x cube will come as it is. Now minus 11x square and minus, we have taken subtraction, so minus 10 will be plus 10. So 10 minus 11, that is 10x square minus 11x square will be minus x square. And then minus x cube will come like that. And then we have 5x plus 5. Take them down only when it is required. When it is not required, you don't need to. Here 5x is required, as I said. So this 10 minus 11, I already told you 5x will come. Now 5 you don't, if you want to bring it, it's okay. Now we want x cube. X square is already there, so we will take x square into minus x. So if you multiply minus x with x square, you will get minus x cube. And then minus 5 into minus 1 will be plus 5. Minus 5 into plus, minus 5 into plus, minus 1 minus 5 is plus 5. So that 5, the last one, will also be removed, and this x cube will also be removed. That is the 5x. So x cube and 5x, these will be removed, and minus x square and 5 now you can take it down. So minus x square plus 5 it will be. Now you need this one, minus x square plus 5. So what I am trying to suggest you, that when you multiply x square minus 5, you need minus x square. So you need to multiply it with minus 1. So what do you get? Minus x square plus 5. You get minus x square plus 5. Okay. So this now you can bring down and subtract, and you will get a 0. See here. So you can just subtract these two and you will get a 0. That means when you divide these two, the remainder is 0. That means 2x square minus x minus 1 is the actual factor, is also the factor, because it is dividing it properly. So 2x square minus x minus 1 will get two factors, you can say roots from here. So 2x square minus 2x minus plus x minus 1 we can write. So this will be, see, 2x square, 2x, take bracket x minus 1 plus 1x minus 1 equals 0. So you get 2x plus x minus 1 and 2x plus 1 equals 0. So this is x equals 1 and x equals minus half. So you have 4 factors: root 5, minus root 5, 1 and minus half. These are the 4 zeros, roots of this polynomial. Okay. Now this is OR, so you can do this one or the previous one. What minimum must be added to this so that the resulting polynomial will be divisible by x square minus 4x plus 8. So I'll give you an example. If you take 2 and you divide 9 by 2, what do you get? 2 4s are 8. So you're getting a remainder. So now if you add this 9 with 1, if you add this 9 with 1, what are you going to get? 2. This is 10 now. 2 5s are 10. So it divides. So remainder you have to add. Remainder you have to add to the polynomial which is given. So this is how we are going to go. X square minus 4x plus 8. Now you have this polynomial. This px and qx is there. So you are basically doing px by qx. Px by qx. So let us divide it. And I already told you in the previous discussion how to divide it. So let me tell you again. If you need 2x cube, x square minus 4x plus 8 is there. So you can multiply it with 2x. When you multiply it with 2x, what do you get? 2x cube minus 4 2s are 8x square minus 8x square. And then you have 8 to the 16. So you put it here. Now subtract them. Subtract these two. And what do you get? This is negative. So this gets cancelled, 2x cube. And if this is 8 minus 3, 5. And minus 16 and 6. So minus 10x. 7, bring it down. Bring it down. Now multiply just this by 5. So you'll get these terms and just subtract. So 10x minus 33 is going to come. Now this, there is nothing because x is lower. The raised x raised is lower than x square. So now you have to add this one to px. That is, you have to add this to 2x cube minus 3x square plus 3x plus 7. So this is the k. So that is, this k term has to be added so that it is divided. Prove that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. So now there are certain things we need to understand first. First of all, the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles. So there are two similar triangles, ABC and PQR. One time we'll take ABC and PQR and then we will draw first of all the perpendicular. So this AM is perpendicular to BC, PN is perpendicular to QR. So we have to, since we have a triangle, two triangles which are similar. So we have to take the ratio of the area and prove it that it is equal to the ratio of this corresponding side square. All the three sides square. So what we do? We'll do the first area we'll find out and we know the formula of area. For that we need perpendicular. Okay. For that we need the perpendicular. So AB square by PQ square, like this we have to prove. We need to find out the area. So that's why this AM, area of triangle is half into base into altitude. Half into BC, BC is base here, altitude is AM. Half into BC into AM. And here also, half into QR into PN. PN is the perpendicular we have drawn. So area will be half into BC into AM. Area of PQR is half into QR into PN. Now we divide them. When we divide them, we get half of cancel, BC by QR and AM by PN. Now we will, this, two are the sides, BC and QR, but two are not the sides. These are perpendiculars, AM and PN. We will try to do something so that this AM, PN becomes BC and QR. So this triangle we are taking two triangles, the left part of both the triangles. That is, triangle is ABM and triangle PQN. Angle B and angle Q are equal because they are similar. Angle M and angle M are N are equal because they are 90 degree. Since they are 90 degree and one angle is equal, B and Q, so angle property, similarity criteria is there, fulfilled. So that you can now take the ratio of the sides. So we are taking, let me take you one more time. We are taking the ABM and PQR and we tried to prove them as similar, and because two angles are there, we can make the ratio of the sides. AB by PQ equals AB by PQ equals AM by PN. AM by PN. But if you see, we already have the first equation, AM by PN is there and it is equal to AB by PQ. But right now we cannot put it. So since ABC and PQ are already given similar, so AB by PQ, this is equal to AC by PR and this is equal to BC by QR. We already know because these two triangles are similar. So now we can just equate them. Now here we have BC by QR, AM by PN. AM by PN is AB by PQ. But still we are not getting the solution. But AB by PQ is BC by QR. Third equation you see. AM by PN equals AB by PQ, and AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR. I hope you got the idea. So you can write BC by QR here. AM by PN, BC square and QR square will come. This one, BC by QR. This AB by PQ, you can write either way. You can write AM by PN as AB by PQ, and then AB by PQ can write either way. The eventuality is you are going to get AB square by PQ square. If you write AM by PN as, say, BC by QR, you get BC square by QR square. So every time you put these three, so all the time you get three different solutions. So these solutions are AB by PQ whole square, BC by QR whole square, and CA by RP whole square. Area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR. Sum of the areas of two squares is 544 meter square. If the difference of their perimeter is 32 meter, find the sides of two squares. So what we will do, we will take two squares and let us assume that the side of, because all the sides are equal, it's more looking like a rectangle. Anyways, this is square 1, this is square 2, and sum of the squares of two square, that is, we have to add the area of these two. Now let us say the side of first one is x and side of the second one is y, and assume x is greater than y, because we are taking subtraction right now, just now. So the area is x square y square. So when you add them, x square plus y square, area 1, area 2, it's 544. Now what is the difference of their perimeter? It's 32. What is the perimeter? 4 into x, that is x plus x plus x plus x, 4x. Similarly with y. So when you subtract them, as I said, x and y, I took x greater than y. Otherwise I'll get a negative value which I don't want. So 4x minus 4y equals 32. Now what do you get? X minus y, 4 you can take common, 32 by 4, 8 4 is 32, x minus y equals 8. Now you can put it here. Either you put x equals 8 plus y, or you can put y equals x minus 8. Whichever way you want. It's up to you. Whichever way you want to solve. So 8 plus, if you put x as 8 plus y whole square plus y square will be 544. For that you need to solve y. Okay. Now you can also do this thing. Y equals x minus 8 you can put and put it here. So you get x square and you have y as x minus 8, x minus 8 whole square equals 544. Now you can solve for x. The solution is in front of you. You can solve for x. So x is going to come two values actually, 20 and minus 12. But side cannot be negative. So we can take x only as 20 and y will be x minus 8. So put 20 here. So what do you get? 20 minus 8, 12. X is 20, y is 12. Sides of the square are 20 and 12 centimeter. Right? These two, 20 and 12. This is OR question. You can do either of these two. A motorboat whose speed is 18 km an hour in still water takes 1 hour more to go 24 km upstream than to return downstream to the same spot. Find the speed of the stream. So same distance is given. Speed is also 24. The distance is 24 km. So there is a boat. Now whenever this boat, the speed of the boat is also given. It's 18 km an hour. So 18 km an hour is the speed of the boat in still water. When it's in still water, when the water is not moving. But when the water is moving, there is a stream. So water is moving. So when it goes downstream, let us assume like x is the speed of the stream, or so it will help when it goes downstream. So speed while it is going downstream, it will be x plus 18. 18 is the boat and x is going to help it. So you add it, 18 plus x. But when it is coming back, stream, it is opposite direction. So there will be a friction or there will be a force. So that will be 18 minus x. Speed will be lesser. Speed upstream will be 18 minus x. These two are clear? Okay. Now in the question it's clear there is a 1 hour difference. So let us go for the time. Time is distance by speed. Distance is 24 kilometer for both of these. It's going upstream, downstream, 24 kilometer. So you have time. So what is time? Distance by. So speed is 1 time 18 plus x, 1 time 18 minus x. But the difference of time is given to us. Time difference is 1 hour. We'll utilize this difference of time. So we will use say 24 by this 24 by. So T2 is the time, T1 is the time, and T2 is the time while coming back because it is going to take longer. T2 is the time coming back. So T2 minus T1 is 1 hour. So, or you can understand by this. You will always have T2 such that you will always have 18 minus x T2. Why? Because 18 minus x is lower. If you see 24 divided by 4, 24 divided by 6, whenever the denominator is less, the result will be higher. So denominator is less, the result will be higher. So 24 by 18 minus x we use. If you are confused, then you can do this like this. So 24 by, now you have this 18 minus x is done. Now 18 plus x you have to put here, 18 plus x. So now this difference is equal to 1. Now the logic you understood? Now you just need to solve it. Okay, just take 24 outside, 18 plus x here, 18 minus x here, 18 gets cancelled, 2x by 18 square minus x square, that is 20x by 2x by 324 minus x square, this equals 1 by 24. You are going to get two values of x, 6 and minus 54. X cannot be negative, it cannot be, speed cannot be negative. So 6 km an hour is the speed of the stream. A solid toy is in the form of a hemisphere surmounted by a right circular cone of same radius. The height of the cone is 10 cm and the radius of the base is 7 cm. Determine the volume of the toy. Also find the area of the colored sheet required to cover the toy. So let me show you the figure first. What is the scenario? So this is a toy. Now this is a toy and khilona. So there is a cone which is over a hemisphere. The base is hemisphere. So this hemisphere, there is a circle on it. That is you can say this upper surface of hemisphere, which is the base of the cone. So radius of this hemisphere is the radius of cone also. So radius is 7 for both of them. This is clear. Now height is given. So height is also known. With height and this radius we can find out the slant height. We'll find the slant height later. But first of all, volume of the toy, because we don't need L here. Volume of toy will be volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. That is 1 by 3 pi r square h plus 2 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. So this is 1 by 3 pi r square h plus 2 by 3 pi r cube. All the values are in front of you, 1232 centimeter cube, because it is volume. Now coming to the area of colored sheet required to cover the toy. So we have to find out the curved surface area of both the shapes and then we have to add them. So if you have a cone, the curved surface area is what? Pi RL. Pi into R into L. L is the slant height. And what is the curved surface area of a hemisphere? It's 2 pi r square. We are not adding the upper one, which is the pi r square. We are not adding this. Only the curved surface area we need to find out. That is 2 pi r square. So pi RL plus 2 pi r square is, if you combine them, that is going to be the curved surface area. So pi RL plus 2 pi r square, for that you can take some common, pi r you can take common, L plus 2r. So we need to add them here, but L is not known. How about L? Under root 149 is given, so it's quite easier for us. This is 10, this is 7. What is the hypotenuse? It's 10 square plus 7 square. So 7 square plus 10 square. This is 7 square is 49. 10 square is 100. Under root 149 it will be. So this is 12.2. So L is 12.2. Now put it here. L equal 12.2. So this is, now you can find out, because just put in the expression 576.4 centimeter square is going to come. Right? So this is your curved surface area also. A statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of the pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree, and from the same point, the angle of elevation of top of the pedestal is 45 degree. Find the height of the pedestal. So let me show you the figure first. See, here there is a pedestal. Pedestal is the base of statue. You can understand something to have a base of a statue. Now, when you see from this observation point, if you see the top of the pedestal, you'll get an angle of 45 degree. When you go up top of the statue, you'll get an angle of 60 degree. Statue height is 1.6. Pedestal height we don't know. Let us assume it to be h. We need to find out the height of the pedestal only. This pedestal. Let us assume it to be h. So now we'll take there are two triangles. So the bigger triangle let us take. That is APC. We are taking ACP or APC. So tan 60 is AC, that is total 1.6 plus h, that is AB plus BC, 1.6 plus h, divided by PC. PC is the base. So root 3 equals 1.6 plus h by PC. Now coming to, we'll just replace a PC. Now take the triangle, this smaller one, BCP. The angle is 45 degree. So tan 45 is h by PC. So tan 45 is 1. So h is PC. H equals PC. Now put PC as h here. Now when you put h as PC, you don't have to divide. You already have h as PC. Now when you put these values, you can easily find out h because it's quite simple. The calculation is in front of you. Only one thing you have to be careful, that this root 3 minus 1 has to be rationalized. When you take this h root 3 minus h you can take common, root 3 minus will come. Root 3 minus 1 you will take in the denominator of 1.6. So here you have to multiply numerator denominator by root 3 plus 1 and root 3 plus 1. This is the only thing here. Otherwise root 3 1.732 you can use, and you can use the computation and formula, and then 2.184 will come. From the following data, draw a less than ogive and find the median of the distribution. So there are two questions. We'll take the next question just now. But first question is ogive. And there are two parts as I just suggested. Any one of the, if you are comfortable with ogive, you do this, or median mode, you take the other one. So this table, let me write it in another way so that we can find out the ogive. So here 0 to 10, this one 0 to 10 is 5. 10 to 20 is 15, 20 to 30, 20, like this. So age and number of persons, similar value you have to take in the table. So you have to find out the class now. Class, basically you have to find out the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is less than 10 is 5, less than 20 is 5 plus 15, less than 30 is 5 plus 15 plus 20, like 40. Less than 40 is all these till 425, add them. Less than 50, all you can add them. So it will be 80. So this cumulative frequency is the y coordinate. Cumulative, this less than 60 and less than 70 you have to, up till 100 you have to go. Right. Now we have to find out, because to make ogive we need x coordinate and y coordinate. So the x coordinate will be the higher limit of the age. In age, we have lower limit and higher limit. The x coordinate of the ogive will be the higher limit, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And what is the y coordinate? It will be the cumulative frequency. So you have 10, 5, 20, 20, 30, 40, 40, 65, 50, 80, like this. Okay. And then 60, 91, 70, 100, like this. Okay. So now you can make it. Now one more thing is to be found, median. So for that, total n is 100, divide by this n by 2. Now this n we are going to take on the y-axis, and corresponding x-axis point will be median. Okay, n by 2 is 50. We will try to find out what corresponding to 50 on y-axis we get on x-axis. X-axis point will be median, because the median has to be computed also. Ogive and median. So see here. First of all, these are the points I told you earlier. Upper limits, these are the upper limits we took on the x-axis, and y-axis, that is the cumulative frequency. So this will be cumulative frequency. Now as I already told you, these are the coordinate 10, 5, 20, 20 till your 70, 100. Now just make a curve here. Now what about the median? See, n was 100, n by 2 was 50. Now take 50 on the y-axis. When you have n this as 50, n by 2 as 50, make a straight line parallel to x-axis and allow it to intersect on the ogive. And the corresponding point on the x-axis, that is parallel to y-axis, this is the 34. Now this is the second part. Let me tell you the question again. The distribution given below shows the number of wickets taken by the bowlers in one-day cricket matches. Find the mean and the median of the numbers of wickets taken. Number of wickets taken. So we'll make the tabular form. If you see here, number of wickets, whatever is given, we have first and second column directly we have written. Now xi is what? We have to find out the middle value. 20 plus 60 by 2, 60 plus 100 by 2, 100 plus 140 by 2, 140 plus 180 by 2. Like this. You can go up to 220 till 260, 220 plus 260 by 2. Now we'll take the assumed mean. Now assumed mean, you can take either 120 or 160. And all the values which you get, this A, assume mean is already there, xi is what value? Xi is 40, 80 till 240. So I was suggesting that the interval for 60 minus 20 is the interval h. So if you take 120, just say you are taking 120. So you have to take xi 40 minus 120 divided by h. H is what? The class difference, 60 minus 20. So this you take 120. So what you get minus 2 here. So if you take 120, you get minus 2 in the first place. If you take 160, as we have taken here, 40 minus 160 divided by 40, this is going to be 120 by 40 negative. So it will be minus 3. So 160 you can take, 120 you can take, it's up to you. The solution will be almost similar. So I hope you got the idea how ui we have found out. Ui will be xi minus a by h. We took this first column, we added them and divided by 2, that is xi. When we took 160 as the assumed mean, all the value xi, that is this column only, we take 40 minus 160 divided by the class interval, that is the 40. One of the thing I have done already for you. Now ui will come. Now f and ui multiplication you will take, and that will be ui fi. 7 minus 3 multiplication minus 25 minus 2 minus 10, 16 minus 1 minus 16, 12, 0, 0, 2 into 1, 2, 3 into 2, 6. Now sigma f, that is 45. Ui fi is minus 39. Now we have the formula. Mean is assumed mean, which is 160. Sigma fi ui, which is minus 39 here sigma fi ui. And then we have sigma fi, what is 45. Class interval is h. Multiply this, the mean will be 125.33. This one got done. Now coming to median. Table is already there. So this here you have to find out the cumulative frequency. This 7 plus 5 add 12. 7 plus 5 plus 16 add 28. 7 plus 5 plus 16 plus 12 add, you get 40. 7, 5, 16, 12, 2, you get 42. All of them add, you get 45. So you get 45. Now you see, n is this total number is 45. Divide by 2. You just divide it by 2. 45 and take n by 2. That is going to be 22.5. Now this 22.5 is coming in which median class? 22.5 is coming in 100, in between 12 and 28, which is actually 100 and 140. 22.5 is coming in the median class, which is 100 and 140. So 140 is our median class. 115 is 100 and 140 is our median class. What is the frequency of this class? 16. So f is 16. F is 16. What is the class interval? 140 minus 100, that is 40. What is the cumulative frequency? The previous one, 12 we take. We take 12. See, previous cumulative frequency. What is the lower limit? L is 100. All things are known. We have a formula now. We have a formula L plus n by 2 minus CF, that is 12, by F, which is 16, into H. So 100 plus 45 by 2, 22.5 minus 12 by 16 into 10. So this is the whole formula. You need to learn by heart. these formula because you can, this remembering is very important. And then finally you get 126.25. So this is all about the 2020 exam question which we solved, board paper. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.